Man who has everything and he just let me take my straw and just walk around. He couldn't come back. Do you know why I'm laying this background? It's because of the mentality we have in Africa. And that mentality is what's leading us into wickedness. Because when you include debt in your activities, one, if you have any business with anybody, you will release that person's money. Anything you are doing, you will be sincere, knowing fully well all these things are nonsense. When you die, when that your eyes close, you know nothing about anything you leave behind. You will know nothing about your wife. You will know nothing about your children. You will know nothing about your millions. You will know nothing about your cars. You will know nothing about your houses. Nothing. You can never know anything again. And that is all. And you will never come back again. It is done. It is done. When we received the message yesterday, the only sign I give, I said, I just do that. When the brother was talking with me on the video call, I only did my hand like this. I said, Akabo, it's finished. I said, that is life. The life you see now, what happened to your brother, that is how life it is. There's no two ways about it. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Is because of the kind of mentality we have in Africa. There's something I always say. Do you know why Africa remains undeveloped? And Africa remains troublesome continent more than every other continent around the world? Because we are not sincere in nature. We are not truthful in nature. Inasmuch that many people say that the Bible is a scam, Christianity is a scam, as many people are assumed. But I always say no, Bible is the best of all book. But when somebody said it's a holy book, I said no, Bible is not holy. Because one, criminals participated in writing Bible. Righteous people participated in writing Bible. They are all inclusive in that Bible. Only if you pay attention when you are reading, you will see where criminals star what will suit them. You also, there's a chapters you will enter. You will know that this is a truthful word of truth from the man of truth who wrote that particular place. Because some call it holy, some call it word of God. I said no, Bible is not word of God. Bible is word of man who is inspired either negatively or positively. They are all completed in that particular book. And that is my best of all book. Everything is there. Laws of lands are in Bible. Guidance of destiny is in Bible. Destruction of destiny is in Bible. So the book is well complete. You see this particular, there is one deadly or destructive illness called Eze Onyagwalam. Eze Onyagwalam is an Igbo vocabulary. I will never ever explain it in English. I want those who feel they are educated to go to dictionary and make a research of Eze Onyagwalam. If it is not there, call the dictionary manufacturers to add that statement called Eze Onyagwalam. Eze Onyagwalam is a global language. So for those for professors and lecturers who are not well rooted in academic, I'm sorry. Eze Onyagwalam has no translation. But for your benefit, you can ask any Igbo man or any Igbo woman or any Igbo girl or any Igbo boy near you to explain this grammar. To explain the grammar called Eze Onyagwalam. I hope that those people will be able to explain the disease, the illness called Eze Onyagwalam. Eze Onyagwalam illness, or you may call it sickness, it kills more than HIV. It kills faster than cancer. Even sometimes it kills more faster than bullet. Eze Onyagwalam, very dangerous virus. But this is the virus that medical practitioners, professionals, have never detected a kind of medicine that can cure it. The only cure for Eze Onyagwalam is advice. It has no medicine. That's the worst part of that illness. It has no medicine. The only medicine to apply to the illness called Eze Onyagwalam is Eze Onyagwalam, the person who is suffering from the sickness called Eze Onyagwalam, one have to admit that the sickness have eaten deep into him or her. Then he will now humble and now ask, how should I go about this, my sickness called Eze Onyagwalam? Because if I am quiet, this sickness will destroy me. If I am quiet, this sickness will destroy him. Aguri, okay, Agui Rosi. The sickness that killed Agui Rosi is disease called Eze Onyagwalam. Agui Rosi could have been alive. But Eze Onyagwalam disease that he has killed him. He died. Many great figures in the world, especially in Africa, that illness have sent to their earlier grave, that illness have stopped them from their great mission, is uncountable. Is uncountable. And that is the reason why when I detect that particular illness in 2017, I begin to call around me to ask, how does IPOB operate? Our former coordinator that time, he said, Lionman, why am I interested in knowing how IPOB operate? I said, because I have detected something, a very dangerous disease in IPOB called Ezo Nyagwalam. Our family coordinator were laughing. He says, Ezo Nyagwalam, is it not Okundibo? Okunde Okenya? I said, no, it's not. It's a vocabulary. I say it's a vocabulary. And it's a very dangerous disease that need to be called to order. And I made him to understand that this disease I'm talking about does not have any medicine to apply to it, but only word of mouth. The medicine of Ezeonyabalam of sickness is just word of the mouth and the ear of the person in concern to be open to hear. As far as the person is admitted to open his ear, then you speak the word, the disease will go away. In 2023, Ezeonyabalam lead to unwarranted deaths in Aba. You know, there's something that called, why must life be lost? Why must loss of life on something that is not warranted to life to be even for fowl to die? Fowl, I'm not talking about human being. Something that did not even warrant fowl to die. Why all this? 2023. Because and the people who always champion this disease, this virus, to spread it, are people with greed spirit in them, greed. Manipulation spirit in them. These are the people who always carry this disease, try to spray it into the crowd so that the disease will now kill the crowd unnecessarily. I remember when the US in 2023, they said they want to sew uniform like Mazi and the Kanu tracksuit, Fendi. They want to. The body of the US say yes, it's a good idea to protest, but there shouldn't be any protest until then do their underground job. Hold on, nothing is too late. That was statement of some members of the US. Hold on, nothing is too late. But unfortunately, Ezeonyabalam family, Ezeonyabalam, where the disease is generated to affect some few Biafrans who are not listening to Ipob. He is in his comfort zone. A man without job, a man without business, but he's living large. Order the order. Then those greed ones that I'm talking about, the greed ones who want to benefit from that organizing rally, that clothes sewing, because they have calculated how much they are going to make. Oh, this clothes, we are going to sew this clothes 5,000. Oh, 5,000. The person I'm giving the contract, he will sew these clothes at the amount of 3,000. and is going to give me 500 naira or 1,000 naira into 5,000. Greed, greed. Greed provoke Ezonyagbalam. They are Ezonyagbalam and the greed. They are like this, 5 and 6. They went ahead. At the end of the day, Ezonyagbalam consumed the life of more than 15 people. Ezonyagbalam lead to the life, that disease called Ezonyagbalam, lead to the loss of life of over 15 people. And Ezonyagbalam is a Nigeria disease. This is why Nigeria remains stagnant. And this is why somebody like us say no. We are joining this agitation in order way to deliver everybody in Nigeria from that disease, from that dangerous disease called Ezonyagbalam. But when I walk into Ipob, some people are very, very afraid. Because if you want to tackle the disease, that virus called Ezonyagbalam, you will be called Sabo. So people were so afraid of disease Ezonyagbalam so that the name calling will not be their portion. In 2017, I remember Mazi Obidiobelu, who that time he used to anchor meeting with us. And there is something I asked in that meeting. I said, Mazi, Ndewo from my side. It was, their side was night. Because that meeting was anchored, I think, around 3:30, 4 p.m. in South America. But their side was night. I said, good afternoon, Mazi, from my end here. Other people in that meeting in Europe, other people, they greet their, depend on their own locations and time. And I ask, who ordered the parade? Who ordered the parade in Mazi and the Kanu's compound, father's compound? I say it's not in as much that parade was not no arm bearer, but just a civil parade. I say it seems that the people or anyone who ordered that parade is not well informed. Some activities you don't dare engage as a civilian. But that does not warrant the Nigerian state of confronting unarmed civilians with live ammunition. What could have done there normally is raid everybody there, charge them for misconduct, not shooting. said, do you know that this thing is not properly done in existing state? He kept quiet, because when he heard that word, he was like, who is speaking? He said, who is this man? I said, yes, Nigeria committed crime by confronting them with arm, because this is a civil something. After all, when the parade was going on, there is no gun show, there is nothing knife. It was just a normal civil parade. I said, what they should have done there is to go there, raid everybody there, and charge them to court. But because of this Onyagwalam in attitude of Nigeria, one Onyagwalam commanded that they should shoot. This is the disease you always have. Disastrous disease is always attached to Onyagwalam. That lead to almost 138 youth of Biafrans. 28 in the compound, the rest of them around the bushes, very close to those houses. Because there are somebody, Onyagwalam, who believe, who carry this disease, and they believe that he doesn't want this disease to be cured out of his body or out of his mind, so that he can be free from that disease. And in a history of this world we live, anybody with that disease, Onyagwalam, never succeeded in any mission and can never succeed. Don't deceive yourself. Anybody with such deadly disease can never succeeded in the history of history of mankind, have never succeeded in any mission, and can never, not today, not tomorrow, succeed in any mission. This is why sometimes I say something. I say it's like a Nigerian reading Bible. They will read Bible, they tell you Christ made the blind to see. Christ caused the lame to walk. Christ caused the dumb to speak. In 2016 and 2017, I saw courage on the altar of a very big church. And I was preaching to the crowd. I opened Bible. I read from that angle. God made the blind to see. He made the lame to walk. I urged the crowd, what do you understand about this very chapter? They said they understand miracle, that God is able to do all things. I smiled. I said, no. I said, what I'm about to do today to open your eyes is something that many pastors who knows the truth, they are afraid to tell you this. But I will tell you this so that for you to prepare for your future, so that you will not be deceived for tomorrow. I say what Bible is explaining here is not physical blindness, it's not physical dumb, it's not physical cripple. I say this is a parable. I say Christ have never made any lame to walk. It didn't happen. I say the significance of this thing is just that when you are ignorant about something, you remain stagnant. Stagnant can be described as being crippled. That means you are crippled. You move nowhere. You know nowhere to move because you have no information. You remain where you are, which means you are crippled. Then the work which Jesus did in Israel was to come to open the eyes of the Israelites against their leaders, against the elders of the Jew who were enslaving the Jew. Exactly what Nigeria government are doing to the Nigerians is exactly what the Israel elders were doing to their own citizens. Enslaving their own people, taking them into slave within Israel, within the territory of Israel, causing hunger, artificial hunger, to the point that the looters of the city of state of Israel will now loot. You have to donate your child and take food. You have to carry your child as a collateral to go and take food and feed the rest. So when Christ came, Christ went with boldness to free them from that bondage. Christ began to open their eye. They begin to see. They begin to say, hey, so we have the right even to persuade this leader. Christ give them courage. Those who were stagnant, who were crippled, they get up and begin to make move. In other words, to get themselves free. Those who can never understand anything begin to understand. That is the ear. They say he make the deaf to hear. They begin, because they don't understand anything. But Christ begin to open their eyes. So in the line of opening their eyes, what happened? The elders said, nah, this boy want to spoil our job. This boy want to take food from us. They say, bring him, crucify him for trying to open the eyes of these people. So, when Nigeria preachers were trying to do exactly that miracle called the lame shall walk, what did they do? They have preached and preached and prayed, and most of them go to 40 days and 40 nights, suffering themselves. At the end of the day, such thing does not exist with prayer. They now apply manipulation, which is RNG. In other words, to bring that word into manifestation, they have to go and get wheelchair, get crutches, and they organize crusade and say, the lame is walking, the blind have seen, the deaf have heard, the dumb have speak. And I begin to challenge them. I say, do you know why I begin to challenge them? Who know Ikotu, TB Joshua Church? Every Sunday, because when I travel, if I come back, I always go to that church, TB Joshua Church, because this is the man I knew when he was a gate man in Alagbado nursery school. I didn't know him because he's a pastor. I know him when he was a very wretched man doing gate man in one private nursery school in Alagbado, Lagos. So he knows me very well. Anytime I go there, anytime I come back from abroad, I will go to the church. I will say, Secretary, I want to see Dr. Joshua. because of he have become so popular, I will be delayed, but at the end of the day, I will go and see him. Most of you who are familiar to that road, but they tell you that he's making the cripple to walk. If you go there every Sunday, you see this northerners or this alamachiri cripple through that road begging for money. You see, common sense is not common to Africans. Okay, all miracles are happening in this temple, and outside the temple, cripples full there begging for money. Blind people full the church street begging for money. Begging for money. I said, if truly this thing exists, blind can see, deaf can hear, this cripple can. This man will come. He will come there because King Joshua is so kind. His nature is kindness. He didn't start kindness because of church. I've said this story before here in my broker about TV Joshua, but that's the person I know. I don't talk what I don't know. If that thing exists, TV Joshua will come there and command in the name of Jesus, let everybody there walk, because he's very kind. Why am I laying this background? When people are ignorant, they go nowhere. You are heading nowhere. It comes to the point, I was asking myself, is IPOB really meant business to restore Biafra? Because most of you in Ipob are not displaying the attitude of freedom fighter. Do you know what is called freedom fighter? Freedom fighter, you must be bold to confront anybody. Anybody, I say anybody. That's what makes you an activist of freedom fighter. You will bear the spirit. You possess the spirit of confronting something. Without fear of anybody. Do you know people who have this brain, or who has the knowledge of freedom fighting? Do you know how many people who decided to work against IPOB and the freedom of Biafrans because of the attitude they found within the IPOB? Unserious attitude that need to be questioned, such as when ideas are coming, people are not asking the necessary question. If you ask the necessary question, you will be tagged Sabo. Okay, one. Do you hear the broadcast of Deputy HOD yesterday? If you listen to that program, very short program, but very meaningful points. Do you hear when he said that the Mazi and broadcast was the mind of Ipob? The broadcast was deliberated and concluded before they decided to announce it. And he did exactly what was deliberated on that secret meeting. And he confirmed it. He said it's the mind of Ipob. It's not his personal mind. When you hear command and control as one of the engagements in Ipob, I have explained this thing to you all before in one of my broadcasts. I have done it. The meaning of command and control, it can never be active or be activated if it is not deliberated inside. It is the leaders, the hierarchies, leaders in Ipob. It is what let's say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is available with us. Okay, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, maybe he will want this code preserved cup to be distributed to Biafrans in a gesture of well done. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no right to go and purchase this cup. But he have the right of idea of trying to distribute this very cup to Biafrans. What will he do as a leader? He will never go and buy this cup and come with the supplier and say, DOS or IPOB, this cup should be distributed to Biafra. No, it is wrong. First of all, he will not take the picture of this cup and come and meet his cabinet. Who are those his cabinet? DOS. He will meet them and say, Mazi, because some people senior him there, some people are older than him. Only what you need to do, he come there, Mazi, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever the time is for that meeting. What can we do? There's one idea I'm nurturing. They'll ask you, what is the idea, sir? As a leader, how can we? I don't know if this idea is good though. My desire is that we share this very type of cup to all Biafrans in Biafra land. Let us give them gift. He will bring that thing to the table. That thing will be deliberate. They will deliberate on that. This one will say, is this necessary, sir? I don't think this is necessary. Somebody there may say, sir, but the idea is good, giving them gift. But what is the benefit of the cup? Just for them to drink something, right? Okay, how much is the cup? You see, that is what they call deliberation. Okay, sir, how much is the cup? Somebody may say, this cup is $20 or this cup is $10. We say, okay, $10. Okay, let us come in naira. How much is this cup? How much is that $10? They will convert it. Okay, sir, agriculture season of famine is coming. Don't you see that money can buy two bags of fertilizer? That does not mean that his idea is being thrown into the dustbin. Is it not humanitarian gesture I want to show? But his own idea said cup. Then in that meeting, somebody else say, convert the money of that cup, each one cup, and to see if he can buy 2 bags of fertilizer. And as it is converted, and unfortunately, that money can buy 2 bags of fertilizer. Okay, the person is okay. Why can't we buy 2 bags of fertilizer and give the farmers in our land in a place of this cup? Some people will say, okay, leader, that your cup issue is very fine. But I think what the Mr. John just suggested now, can we deliberate on that and see how it move? Deliberation will come. Do you understand? Deliberation will come. At the end of the day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself may be even happy on that fertilizer. May even be more happier than distributing this crop on that fertilizer. What brought the idea of fertilizer? What brought the idea of fertilizer? Is it not the idea of the crop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu presented on the meeting that brought the idea of fertilizer? So in conclusion, who is behind the gift? The most important thing, are they giving gift? That's the most important thing. Who is behind the gift idea? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if the fertilizer is shared by the idea of the other man, which means it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that brought the idea, that is the most important thing. It may not go the way he brought it to the table, but the most important thing, his idea of giving gift was achieved. Pronto. Pronto. That is just it. Intelligence Department of IPOB caution Mazi Chikedozie. Please, sir, don't take any gift, any personal gift from anybody. And this man didn't ask why. Why this matter of gift? Because the intelligence department knew that gift may likely come either now or in future. They didn't say don't take gift. He said don't take any personal gift from anybody. See the language. If gift is coming to you as one representing the leader in the absence of the leader, because you are the leader in absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if gift come, don't receive personal gift, reject personal gift. Direct them to Ipob. You want to give me $1,000? Thank you, Mazi. God bless you. Please meet with so person. Meet with so person. If that person is genuine, that person will actually meet so person or meet people in charge to receive that thing. But if that person is under mission to destroy, that person will never go to that place they directed them. The person will disappear with his offer. Knowing fully well he may not even get the setup he want to use that gift to get. You are a leader. If you want to go far, you become a leader that you wake up in the morning, you just throw something on the people you are leading. Damn! No deliberation. This is how I want it. You will never go far. Your journey can never be completed. That's the nature of life. That is nature. You can never go anywhere. Can never go anywhere. In 2008, that one young pastor from Anambra, Anambra, I don't want to call his name. Mbo, from Mbo. What is this people? I will remember. He visited me. He visited me in Italy. He came to where I live. I live in Griciano Avesa, a US military base. That is where I live. He came. He drove. And somebody called me. Somebody is looking for you. I said, who is that? He said, mentioned it. I said, allow him. He was clear on the gate. He entered. When he came into my, I give him, we sit on the parlor. And I told him, I said, come. This is your pastor job you are doing. You have a gift. You have a very powerful gift from God. He looked at me and said, you have a very powerful gift from God. But do you know what will destroy this gift? He said, no. I said, any day you begin to hang your hand and do arrogant and become arrogant, this gift in you will fly away. And I cautioned him, I said, beware of those who will give you gift. If you are taking gift, let that gift remain in your church purse. He looked at me. I say, you are a prophet, you can see, I see you prophesy for everybody. But now I am prophesying to you in this house. Fear catch the man. I said, but now I'm prophesying to you. I'm not a pastor. But what I'm seeing here, as he enter here, what I'm hearing is what I'm messaging you. He looked at me. He was shocked. He now asked me, oh, sir, can you be coming to, people like you, people I need in my church. I said, okay, I will be coming. And as I give him the promise, I begin to go to the church. And as he begin arrogant, when money begin to enter, this guy begin to live large. I look at him one day. That time he has up to 4 cars parked in his church compound. I was resting on one of the car. My own car was parked outside. I was resting on one of the car, put my bag. I said, sir. I said, pastor. He looked at me. I said, very soon, the gift of God will depart from you. Finally, you will have nothing to offer. I said, you will have nothing to offer. Because one, you want to become arrogant. I've started seeing that. I say, quickly make a U-turn. And that was exactly what happened. Go and ask. I don't want to mention the name. That is how that church collapsed. That is how everything about the guy collapsed. The guy now went and joined court. He want to perform. He want to perform now. He now went and joined court. Because the original spirit have gone. Now you have to use artificial to act. Attitude of Africans. They never listen to that voice that sounds so truth and so real to them. To them, that voice is a threat. To them, that voice is a threat. But to the white people, that voice, they adore it. They cherish it. They grab it. And that's why their place is progressive. 2019. I am not saying another person say, Mazi and Kanu, I was the one with my connection. We are able to understand what the plan is all about. And I never knew that Ipob intelligence units have already gotten the information. I said, tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never to touch his feet in any Africa. I said any, I didn't say here or here. I said in any African country. What I mean by any African country, both North Africa. Both North Africa. Such as Tunisia or any other person, any other places. I said, never. If there is anything concerning discussion of Biafra or whoever want to involve in Biafra from our prominent Igbo people, the person should be invited in Europe, where human rights exist. Discuss what you want to discuss. Let it be in Europe or in America. Don't step your feet there. Tell him, yeti palo pala Africa. Ota comes Ziosia. Before I say more, now how did I get the information? I said, He said the information is already with them, that they are going to release them. And that thing was released by IPOB. Oga, I'm a Palamati Shil Africa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu eleba kwande madanya lishi leba anyanya lishi lecha anyanya lishi lecha ndeli lenye reporter anyanya lishi leba kwa anyanya lishi one by one lecha Nnamdi akwa hamad. Leave these animals. Because that is the significance of what he did. Nah, people under no here or no, on there under no here. Lack of what? Leader, lack of respect for the people he is leading. He forgot that a leader who respects the people he is leading, he will over succeed go worry that leader. But a leader who is not respecting the people that is leading, see him here, see grave. See him like this, see grave. Do you know the anger that was boiling in me in 2021 when I heard that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped? The first thing I said, where, how? They say Africa. I said, oh, where? Africa. I said, no, that can't be true, because to me, I believe he listened to that directive. He will never try it. I said, no, it can't be. The best way I said, no, it can never be Africa. Go and get the information very well. They said, ah. And I was busy that very day. And they say, Lionman, tune into internet and see what is happening. I said, what is happening? I said, I'm busy. Let me finish what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing here now, I can't leave it to pay attention to any this thing. Until I found out that true, it was in Africa. Ha! And I remember the question I asked 2017. And I joined those attitudes together. I said, hey, Lord, the Kapamoka, Bezonia Balamo. Lord, come with this disease, Ala Bezonia Balamo. You have a problem. Lord, the Kapa, all you can car, all I your Yala or Ezonia Balam. Okay, the deed have been done. Good and fine. But it's defined a job for IPOB family worldwide. Everybody mobilized. Despite his disobedience of not obeying IPOB, regardless of his disobedience of going to that place, IPOB still stepped in instantly. IPOB still stepped in instantly. The leadership initiated Monday sit at home, because people were saying they have killed him. That's what this one they know bring him to court. He have died. This and that, this and that. I don't know where this ideology comes from. That's why the brokers I made after that announcement of sit at home, I said, whoever that brought this idea did not just come from human being. This idea came from God himself. I praise the person who initiated, who brought that idea to the table of the US. Monday sit at home. He didn't say sit at home. He said only Mondays. To demonstrate our displeasure. So that the eyes of Biafrans can know the truth. Either this man is alive or they have killed him. And that thing was applied. Biafrans on their own, with love they have for Mazi Nnamdi, accepted it and adopted it immediately without enforcement. Nobody enforces anybody. Just Mondays, every Monday, and one Biafrans, just announcement of Mazi Chikedozie, and one Biafrans to sit at home until our leader is brought to court. Is it not the statement he made? He didn't say our leader is released. Our leader is brought to court. And when the pressure continued, our leader was brought to court. Or I saw him. Everybody now becomes so confident. Our leader is alive. Now we can go back to the round table to draw our map. The most important thing is alive. And they went back, started working with lawyers. Communication. Lawyers were communicating with them. Then we are communicating with lawyers. Progress was flowing. some officers begin to pour evidence from to my phone. This is what you do. Is it this your leader? Is it what you call it? After every pouring, anybody I call them when we are discussing, I said, come. This is not important. Private life of somebody is not important in any mission. One of them, I remember one of the officers asked me, he said, Lionman, even you, very disciplined man, you are saying, I said, this is not what we are here now. This is what we can handle after everything. I said, private life of him is not an offense in any law. It doesn't concern anybody. But if we feel that we can handle it because of what you have shown me, this is what we can handle after everything. This is not your business, it's a business of within Ipob. I said, did he commit any crime? The answer is no. Self-determination is international and local right. And he went to court with IPOB lawyer, teams of lawyers under IPOB. And everything went well. Discharged and acquitted. Who is the former Attorney General of Nigeria, Malami? Challenging a verdict is a right of any individual in Nigeria, even apart from Malami. Anybody can stand up and say, I challenge this verdict. Even ordinary businessman or a businesswoman can challenge the verdict. He had the right to file for suit. Say, I challenge this verdict. Only what he need to do is to bring his or her lawyer to come and challenge it. If their argument is more valuable, then they can say, okay, let this case be pending. But in Malami, because of the half-baked education of Fulani, Malami only challenged the without any proceeding. He only challenged it, which is normal. Which Mike Ezekome is doing his job very perfectly. He have started traveling. Anywhere he go, he talk about Mazi and Kanu. Anywhere he go, he talk about the verdict and the refusal of obeying the verdict. Then what else do you want from this man? He's doing his job. Anywhere he go, he talk about it. Anywhere he go, he talk about it. I'm a witness to that. Nobody can deny it. Even these people now who are pretending to be fighting a just fight, they know that they are fighting wrongly. But the problem is, I keep on telling you, black man. Sorry to use that. I'm a black man. I'm not a white man. But we, let me use the correct word. We, the black, including myself, we have this problem. We know we are wrong. But we want to prove to the people that we are stubborn. Instead of we to admit our wrongdoing, let us perish together with the wrongdoing. That's have been the problem of black Africans. Anywhere we go, we went to Department of Judiciary in this land, and we are there. Or the executive of IPOB Brazil, we went there with the case file of Mazi and Kanu. Very like, do you know what it takes to translate English language into Portuguese like this? know some people they think freedom fighting is a moi moi and akara. Do you know what it takes to translate this? I said the book was like this. When we take it to experts that will translate it into Portuguese, we spend roughly, is it almost $600? Almost 600 to translate this thing. After translating this thing, we carry this thing like that, the case file like this, and submit to the Department of Judiciary of Brazil. We translate another copy again. We submitted it to the Senate Committee of Foreign Affairs. We submitted this thing again. What do I say? I don't supposed to say it on camera. We submitted it again. They took their time, went through it, which we were invited. They said, why is it like so? In Nigeria is such lawless. They were asking when we were invited. So Nigeria is this such dangerous and lawless, and I refer to the Senate of Foreign Affairs Committee. I said, there is a journalist called Maria, a black journalist called Maria. When she was doing documentary, he said Nigeria is only the most dangerous country in the world. Say Nigeria is the most dangerous country in the world. I reminded the man about the documentary of Maria, a professional journalist. The man said, yeah. He said, for what they have gone through here now, they have agreed on that woman documentary. All the whole world were waiting for the time to reach. They would descend on Nigeria for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. But because of this disease, Ezonya Balam, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disobey IPOB again. Oga, Chere, wait. Everything is working fine. You know, one thing about this disease, it will make you think you are the only person who is right on this earth. Every other person is animal is wrong. Bam. But Stephen therefore have been relieved of his duty. Son Mike have been relieved of his duty. Aloy Ejimako is the lead counsel. Hey! You hear from Mazi. A street lawyer. He had a lawyer, the kind of lawyer of. They call them a street lawyer. Lawyer without chamber, a street lawyer with such a high classified case. You carry the case of a high class case and hand over to a street lawyer. It's like a man who have a shop and a hawker who has no address, who can say expired goods to you. And you don't know where to get the person. That's exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu uttered. He brought a man, a street hawker, who can sell expired goods without traces. He didn't consult IPO. You see how he is nonsense authoritative. He didn't consult IPOB. Omanielu. were file IPOB via street lawyer, a hawker, a mejingo. The particular way, Mahana or mejingo. Mejingo. Or your name and address. Japare Paye. Onye Kapotala television. As if Nigeria government did not know. You know, one thing, let me tell you, most of you, about Nigeria's security. See, Nigeria has a very good functional security if they want to work. But the problem of Nigeria is corruption. I've been part of it before. Nigeria has intelligent gatherers in disguise. Okay, most of these guys are in a club. Most of them are DSS agents. So. I am in Nigeria, youth, and I'm a large source. I'm a Kanu. So, we hit Rohania. Adamat, most of them are agents to DSS. Nigeria Alagada movement alloyed Ejimako. Alagada movement siblings of Mazi and Kanu. Then me, I sent my message directly. I say, my brother, a DSS officer who is IPOB also. I say, my brother, Biagode, Biko. Bro opportunity in what time Zionia or Sisia ya disown no munea. Ya disown no alloy de Jimako. Disown no munea. They know disown no her. No when the chances of escaping the evidence Nigeria have gathered against him through the activities of Ejimako and Umunea. La whole need the able opota. Mwa had a new opportunity oku la camera. Oku ya okupu ya bam. Or say henceforth Mimi I don't want to see you around me. You people are disgrace. I don't want to see you around me. You people are disgrace. Then go back to detention. Relax there. Don't be in a hurry. Relax. Then IPOB will take it up from there. As that statement you make, bam, have saved you. It will deliver you. IPOB will take it up from there. Effort continue as we have done. As we have been putting effort, document everything. Oh, you can see Christian mentality. Inferior. So how to that time when you have lying men? Ipob lying and I put a media. But you know, when we now adopt the silent pattern, people were confused. Only IPOB to them, only IPOB we had to have Ipob to content creators. We had to have Ipob to content creators. There is underground job going. Hey, some of them are turned to content creating. They say underground. Underground. Mele katande anyachibochi. Underground. Because he had I have negotiated with warship. It's coming from North Korea. Like, Simon, do you, when somebody complains and say, I love what Simon is doing to these people? I am the one who said that word. I said, I love what Simon is doing to these our people, so that they will learn a lesson in a hard way. Lying to them, demonstrating fake everywhere. And Nigeria government were sponsoring that page, circulating it, helping him to push the post. The way they are helping the page called Chi Umu Igbo, no, Chi Umu Igbo and the Chi Umu Biafra and the Ikenna David, the way the Nigeria government have started pushing that page, that is exactly what Nigeria government did with the Perima page. Because they know through him they will get what they want. And through him they got what they want. Excellently. They didn't make mistake in their target. Because there is something they call convention of association in a law. If your brother is a lawyer, your wife is a lawyer, or your husband is a lawyer, go and ask. That's one man they said there is something they call in a law conviction for association. What Mazi Kanu was convicted for is conviction under the conviction of association. Association. And who set him that up? Mimi and Allah was the perfect setup against him. Habia hasia onyenka. Ha mangelo onya ha na-ezi ozi ya bụ Nigeria government ha na work. Onye nka wetara ihe n'otu, onye nka wetara ihe n'otu, onye nka wetara ihe n'otu, onye nka wetara ihe n'otu. Unu gwa ya thank you. Unu si ya jishike. Ke ihe bụ jishike? Well done. Well done is to continue what you are doing. If you are killing, continue your killing. If you are kidnapping, continue your kidnapping. If you are doing robbery, continue your robbery. That's the meaning of well done. Okay, when these people have gathered the information through the setup, they set him through Berima activities and Alloyd and his brother. Leadership, see, send you message. Because I was privileged to speak to when I said, okay. Uno Baba Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Allah really push ya koje back. Can start the case. Unu Baba yejekola ya, yejekola koto. Oje ba. Le enwege evidence. Ota kan sugba han. Oje han le ba, le enwege evidence e jatu yanga. Evidence boku. Evidence is too much. The evidence is too much. Ya jepala. Ya gachikola back to court. Ya pure by IPOB. IPOB say no going back to court. Discharged and acquitted. Nigeria must obey that order. Alors the vrai awobia. Can leadership sign here? Leadership achọ also. Imagine him. They might hear a lot of with Nigeria government. They wanted to get the consent of IPOB. So immediately they achieve what they were achieving, what they want to achieve. Immediately they will capitalize. They say the leadership deliberately sign. Are they not the one that sign and ask Mazi Nnamdi to go to court? They have already planned with Nigeria government. Uta come to one. Like that, what by have we had not done, no, no, I got a target by Ipob. Okay, we're tipia in the leadership. It is a leadership at your household. That was only savior of this movement. Denying them the concept of Ipob. So which means Ipob is not involved. Since it's like this, Oga Ezonyagwalam, you can go ahead with your choice. We are not involved. Go ahead with your choice. Go back to court. Whatever you see, take. And he went to court. And he took what that thing he desired. He took it. You disobey IPOB by going to Africa. You disobey IPOB by not denouncing your brothers and the lawyers which have gathered evidence, which Nigeria government have gathered evidence through the activities. You disobey IPOB by going back to court. You turn around. You come to invest for IPOB. Or why IPOB because he lay with a man's and the Kanu way. Because he have Ajuma many times because when I'm trying you way back as Shamas and the Quadroqua. Hale Jim, my mamma become big. Lorube that stage. Because when Baba notice when you will against the leadership of Bible, Master, they who le Medina. Or who know Casile when you come work or come Casile when you way. Let have emotional game culture the piano. They have about emotional game blame. Otoro. Go where is the blame question there I am push here to you people. So this is a very dangerous and evil game. Because he know that Biafrans love him. So he want to push the blame that he himself committed. He want to push it to you people. Kaba funwazu na sa John mad ndojo. While you know about ndojo. Lord young jake mess everything up. Lord who know because he will only way. Not other way around. So well, who does that? Mama charge you. Who does that nonsense? You are the one who messed up. And you want to turn around to put blame them on the innocent people. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who give you that nonsense idea? Is it part of the game? A committee? Get your panel. Let me tell you something. If not how the leadership secured IPOB movement could have sunk with Mazi and Kanu. That's why I told everybody, I said, now as it is now, everybody focus on Ipob. How about Mazi and Kanu? No put our side. No put on have good onya. No put our side. Obro Makonya. How is coming out as you know after it is not coming out anywhere. Media, it's not coming out. They say, I take it as come Biafra joke. Happily with fake hope. No fake hope package you know. Oh, yeah, fake hope pack the lawyer see the oro. Oh, yeah, can have a fraud on the mother. We have concluded he is coming out next month. They buy in love Mazi and Kanu. Onya hafonya kalapanye $1,000. Onya hafonya kalapanye $2,000. This is what they want. They just want that money to be flowing. But that them the broadcast I'm saying, that is the fraudulent strategy they are using. If you but I'm not here to tell you how you want to spend your money. But I will advise those who are giving to stop wasting their time and wasting their money. Mazi is not coming out. The lawyers know. Mimi know. Kanu know. They have concluded, they have struck the deal. The deal is done. So don't let them deceive you. I'm making them to give your hard-earned money to them. And immediately, some people who listened to that broadcast went viral. They say most of them hold their pocket. They stop giving. Here, Lionman Ndị a emepego door for 419. Landi emepego door for 419. Don't you worry about that. Finish go here, finish go here. The only option no one now, but Yano Bangaya, all area small edge. While Anyawa YPOB, a push for Biafra to come. But the only way I get disappointed here, if we abandon Biafra, that means we have betrayed him. Despite him being the one that betrayed us, because going to Kenya is a character of betrayal. Going to Africa, while he was cautioned by the same organization he is leading, don't go there. He disobeyed IPO. That's a sign of betrayal. So I said, let us forget about his betrayal. Let everybody focus and show him love by us pushing for Biafra to come. If Biafra come, they will hand him over to Biafra. I wonder, Lionman, who said that if we honor Mapu, all a Mapu and Obi. So Obi Amafu Abagudun. In Cape Obi Gamafu, my time. Keonye Kuru Eze Chuku Bele. Let me tell you, Ipob have every reason 100% to be angry with Mazi Nnamdi. Who told you that? Ipob has 100% right to be angry with Mazi Nnamdi. Do you know the meaning of you have every department functioning, very powerful functioning? At the end of the day, don't listen to them. What is that? That is disobedience, and disobedience can lead to somebody to be angry. You said that shouldn't be angry with Mazi Nnamdi. Who told you? Ipob should be the one to be angry with Mazi Nnamdi, not Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi Nnamdi will right. He will Ipob. He will want for one single day. You could say ayo. Ihe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwesịrị ime dị ebe ahụ nọ. You the letter of apology to Ipob. And I say the letter of apology to the Eastern. Was it write letter of apology to Ipob? Address it to Ipob. I am sorry. When they kuya uni chedam de egwu. Sir, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ipob need apology, need to he own Ipob apology. Una chedam de egwu that time. Poko see the letter of apology, address Ipob, your high. Your hazy by you. Let me tell you something. Last thing me go do is maybe they say, if Lionman, if Ipob is supposed to bet math any day, IPOB say maybe somebody a question abonya and say instead of get say kayo ya kayo Mazi Nnamdi can make life up goes that day come na life up. Any day, anybody from DOS issued apology to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'll go away from my talk. That means you don't know your right. You see, why we address as men, no man has the monopoly to step on somebody's right. No man on earth has the monopoly to step on somebody's right. That's what makes you a man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu own IPOB apology. In all ramifications, I didn't say in one side, in all from finance for this and ignoring the directive of IPOB, ignoring IPOB by going back to court, is supposed to write a letter, humble letter, very humble letter. Or street lawyer, so take. Go. Ebola, he had it open announcement. Or you go and publish it. I have begged them. I apologize to them. Yeah, hand the street lawyers. I publish it. I know about it. More Lionman. I'm going to try Obi Ruman. I must say, now you come. What is the meaning of subordination? Or this thing is written in Ipob. Or this thing is written in IPOB oath. What is the meaning of a subordination? A subordination is inclusive, bringing people who is not under oath into IPOB activities, which is did with Osare Dokubo. They want to involve Osare Dokubo into our freedom fighting. Osare Dokubo defrauded him 20 million. Is Osare Dokubo an oath member of IPOB? No. That is the subordination against Ipob. Kangwazerunia. I just keep all this offense, keep you down. Leche umaka la ferionu. Unu ferechonu. Magunu, how laws. And rules, how it works. His alternate engagement is an insubordination, if you don't know. His Simon engagement, he gave 5 million naira to build AMP for IPOB, non-IPOB member. Because the young boy come out and start preaching Biafra. You give him 5 million naira to go and build AMP. Without the deliberation of DOS, without the deliberation of anybody. It's an insubordination. Granting Simon an interview is an insubordination. It's an insubordination. Nke a na-abụ nke o mere nke ọ nọ n'iro mee o. Ọ ya ka m jikewa chọọ m ịga nke o nyere order from inside. Because can I say okay, can I say and let's use Siarayashi or Yamakoji Nyonda? That one can be defended by him. I agree. It can be defended by him. Oh, I am an incommunicado. and somebody came and said, this guy is doing wonderful, and I ordered him to be broadcasting on Radio Biafra, that one can be defended. But there is ones that are not defendable by him, such of going back to court, and such of single-handedly changing lawyer without informing IPOB. Just or change a lawyer without informing IPOB. With a case file of the whole 80 million population, Ofunwoke will decide within himself. With a file of 80 million destiny, where I bring a street hawker, lemon shop. Not 50 million. Only I had my own reality. I'm not here for a fabricate anything. I think 5 million naira. Naira, not dollar or 50 million. No, 5 million naira, not 50 million. You have a whole Simon Naka. Go with a bit of the amp. Because the amp, the amp that costs about 25 million naira to build. The whole year was five before you went show 5. Simon confirmed it too. So only the 50 or 5 or 50 is 5. It's 5. We are not like them. They are fabricate, blackmail them and lie. How you want to fact and figure, evidence. When you Simon, you got Joe Simon, or go. So this is it. So here, I'm not Zohari, ndị Igbo say ahapụ ike nyụrụ ahụ etebisi ọkpọ ewere isi kpoi na nyash na ifat pa you now leave to spark the nyash that ewere ọkpọ te isi innocent isi kpoi. Is it the head that fat or the ass? Ọ ihe maazị Nnamdi Kanu chọrọ ime ọ chọrọ ime ndị DOS ya nwanyụrụ ahụ ya na-akpọzi ndị mmadụ nna unu tere m ndị DOS ọkpọ unu kpọrọ m ọkpọrọ isi anyị ndị ọ na-akpọ ada ajụ ajụjụ ndị ịsa ite ọkpọrọ isi ọhụ ha nwanyụrụ ahụ na ka ọ gụnwa ka ọ gụnwa gwa anyị nke wezo. That is how it should be. Ọkwụrụ si na otu ada arụ ọrụ. Ịma na ọ bụ mgbe egbujiri ndị Igbo sịrị ọ bụ mgbe egbujiri achara ka achara na-akpọ. Ụmụ ha na-akpọ bamboo, this bamboo tree. Ị kọtụọ ya, if you are conversant in farming, when you cut it, bam. Throughout that day, if you go to that bush where you cut the bamboo, it will be as fresh as it was up throughout that day. But from following day, you begin to dry. I can do in the Kenya and just say, "Oh, boom, be egbujiri achara, kachara la po." I am le these boys are le dinye attack Ipob. Una le me attack. Oda kan ba Simon le me ihe o le me. Nde some IPOB la among here the importance of oath. Meaning, a jega join ya somebody let take oath, la commit crime, la Biafra land. Ke hem barun. Asima, la the Biafra land will swallow all of them. As far those ones that have IPOB oath will die. They would first of all die. Then those ones that doesn't have oath, they may even survive it. What happened? All those boys that follow Simon Ekpa footstep in Biafra land, Are them? Is there any one of them? I mean, the ones that took Ipob oath. Is there any one of them that are alive? No. Go and watch. Most of them that even run away. Go and watch them in this African country where they run to. Most of them are running mad. Most of them are very useless now. You know that I got because we only force you have. I voluntarily and swear. If I go against, you see, only abala nwere uche, onwere ihe mere or ihe nụrụ na ntị. I kwesịrị as far as you otu member, I kwesịrị ibunye na Ipob. Rather, ọ bụrụ law ihe ahụ ịla no always you resolve it with the leaders. Jụọ ajụjụ, jụọ ya coordinator ajụjụ. You push your coordinator. You tell anyị ndị isi ajụjụ. Law anyị na-ache mata. Is the coordinator right to ask the leaders? And it is your right to ask your coordinator and resolve the problem. Another way to safeguard yourself. I know where Mazi and Kanu problem started. It's 2019. Somebody will say, "Oh, Lionman, you are too spiritual." I said, "No, it's a gift that God give me, and that gift have been guided. I cherish that gift. I secure it. That's why I don't live my life anyhow." Problem Mazi and Kanu began in 2019. Anybody who knows Mazi and Kanu closer will testify to what I'm talking about. His character change. After 2019. That 2019, I knew what happened, but I haven't heard it from my mouth. I was thinking that what happened in 2019, what came in through that action, I was thinking that IPOB will go to Ipob and use it to facilitate the journey of this Biafra. But unfortunately, what came out 2019 was not to reflect. So which means that went back to private purse. Every live is large. That is where the genesis of the problem, because that money was not, that money was presented in a financial shrine. That thing was presented in a financial shrine. Let me come say Vunu. Because of when they get married. In Igbo land, there are 3 politicians. But only 3 to save your life. There are 3 politicians you don't dare you collect money from, collect any gift. As you see, especially IPOB movement, you don't dare you collect money from them. It's all just a card. I want one now Joseph Kanego in the name of Nahuleme, or the couple Huleme, Unlimited, Na, Jide 5,000 or Na Jide $20,000. The way you will go astray, you will be asking yourself question, okay, how did it start? All Joseph Kanego can never give you money without presenting it in the shrine. In a evil shrine. Go and ask anybody. All Joseph Kanego. They get disfigured. Devil mine. I want to call one another devil mine couple. I want to call one another Chris Oba of Anambra. I want to call one another Shishi. If I don't have a party has a chinny kidney pulling on your soul. Oh, yeah, much I had it. Kogara forgot Atiku Abubaka. Atiku Gojego. ị ga consume ngwanụ na nke kpọrọ kende be anyị agba ọbụrụ m kende Fulani ị ga-emecha gị ihe ị ga-echere na ọfụma ya atụtụrụ ụgwọ tie gị gbogbo next time ihu ego gị gbawa ọsọ asị come and take money gara ọsọ ala eme these people are they are let me not just say anyone. They are. You will check back up. You will check back up. That's why immediately. Mazi, don't accept any personal gift from anybody. And that man have obeyed that word. Because one thing about somebody who want to go far, meeting. Ala ajụ onye ọbụla. Ugboro ole ka ihe ga-eme unu amụta ihe. Elephant asị 2 times. Antelope asị 3 times. Ndị nke ọzọ asị 4 times. Ndị nke ọzọ asị 2 times. Yerula mba sị la ya ga-ekwe retain mee ya before ya mata ihe. La ga-eji ihe mere ndị ọzọ were mụrụ ihe. Tortoise agwa ha ozugbo. No, I will use what happened to others to learn. I will not allow it to happen to me. That's why I say, you see, black people, we are terrible. Do you know that Paul Achebe? Okay, now let me tell you the story of Paul Achebe. 2019, Paul Achebe page was so few. But do you know what make Paul Achebe page? What pull crowd that people begin to follow Paul Achebe? It was 2019. Paul Achebe got them from Paul. That is the information we are holding. We didn't talk. We said let peace reign. But this boy, that boy, summoned courage, was the person who challenged, who said, Mazi can don't go collect money. It was this Paul Achebe. What they do? Unu boy, I said Paul Achebe, over a Hebrew 2019. Anyone in my say Jokwa. Joy over the whole 2019 in regards of that election. Joe Paul Achebe. But the same Paul Achebe today, because la all election in Abia, Emmanuel hele me ndi show G. Ye chefo la yama na why Ipob oath member. Ye chefo la Kanu is not oath member. Yechefola Nnamdi is not oath member. Yechefola Prince Mimi is not oath member. Yechefola Lord Ejimako is not oath member. Agbala Hana say ha ji shikelo ọrụ ha. Election na bịa. La ga settle ha. Ihe ya obidola because ihe ahụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu riri ka onye ọ ya ọ la target iri. Yechefola ya ma Ipob oath member. Yechefola ihe o nwere family. I want to be able to do that. I want to settle. Now. DOS have made it to know, Nigeria politicians to know that these people, they are not with us. They are not members of DOS. Because in Hajariga and that time, I have to get like DOS say. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu natara that year go 2019, also like have conclusion on here and the DOS. That was the reason why the thing was released easily. So DOS KG Rion since it watch Kuala court. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been avoiding IPOB involvement in his case. How many of you notice it? That is the reason why, the major reason he discharged but Stefan Joff. He doesn't want IPOB involvement. I'm them actually that in Wah. Actually, email that time up, say yes, when I have the case, IPOB was not involved. So, and then I buy against you, I had to that and swear. Yeah, they much he have been avoiding IPOB in his case. That's why he summoned the courage to nullify his own freedom by himself. He canceled his own freedom by himself by going back to court because IPOB was involved in that freedom. So he doesn't want anything from IPOB. Onye member of the Mazi, game. Oh, I can just see that lady that this thing got backfire. How many of you notice in media? This thing go backfire. I was using language like whoever want to destroy Ipob will destroy himself. That was my statement. Onye chọrọ ime bia Ipob ga-etipi onwe, onye a ga-etipi onwe, onye a ga-etipi omere ka ọbụla omen, onye otipebe onwe, otipiala onwe. Otipiala onwe. Because ezoku la kwọtọ and the spirit of God is ezoku. Ile ekwu ha ezoku, spirit of God ale shen, pam ale shen na eje. Ya na bịara mmezu. Him to go at that time. I don't make here. Anybody who wants to destroy Ipob will destroy himself. He was doing everything to avoid Ipob involvement in his freedom. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu regret that action ya. Would they regret 100%? Ne timpu la media. Every time that la media, man le timpu. Me chapa post where post to. Him the post yabo. Ko nya wa wuri ke hu that thing. So whoever that want to destroy Ipob will destroy him or herself. Me cha me de ya you say. Anytime post that I made the year, he say, Amen. Confirm. And I don't make way again. More effort to destroy Ipob is more effort that person will destroy himself more and more. All power of truth. More effort. One day, you change Hanaka. Only Kanu was another thing. So, Okoman happens now. Or happens, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would IPOB letter of apology. If I don't make a letter of apology, that is not my. That is what the Spirit of God told me. Letter of apology. I don't know what will happen. God said, I don't know where the mercy will come from. Letter of apology, the table will change. Letter of apology, the table will change. How it will happen, I don't know. I will ask when I heard that. I don't know where the grace will come. That was the voice I heard. I don't know where the grace will come. But when you feel you stop, no apology. Unu jide apology unu. More Biafra jitekwa goji shikwa goji kwike. Ala ma n'aka na. Imana am dem agba ndị mmadụ. Okwe hụrụ ala Igbo anyị. Among the whole land of the earth, Ali Igbo anyị dị very sacred. Ali Boye the very, very sacred. Konye the people was again. They turn all my money. You know they do again. Like the freedom fighter. You know they do again. So it's not that freedom get stop. Mbake happen na the greater chain. Mbake happen na freedom abo ihe na azo half. Is why big as a chain with the hitch. So Alaska, what the Alaska better you go back to IPOB unit where you anywhere you are. Go and continue the journey. If it is character, people like us, you will not be seeing us in IPOB. We have gone because this is something that we know what we want. So no personal attitude can drive us away from IPOB. We will continue to contribute. We are the people contributing. But some people are benefiting. Some people are living large with it. Without stop us from contributing. So what the DOS have done is the dream of every Biafrans. Restructure the finance. Create department for finance, which they have done. So they have done it well. It is now, if I have more, I put more. But what I said is, if Mazi Kanu comes out tomorrow, and I heard that our fund, he is in control of it, one I not go give shish again. Ego anyaga ba Mazi Kanu naka again. Ocho, I want him like people. One broker has it. He had to get many Mazi Kanu. Obro put a good ichi. Join on Ipob. Is a leader. A deliberate on the salary. I got up Oslo $10,000, I like where as salary. Oslo $20,000, I like where as salary. But the control of money, no. Ogawa for assignment, yeah, with that be proof, Lord, I got for assignment. I buy a ticket for assignment, quarter go hotel for assignment. Ocho, he may enjoy Onwaya. Then he can go and attach other businesses that will fetch him money to take care of his enjoyment. But no. This is how things are done. I am not against any private life of anybody. You know, here and there some people are calling I am not against it. I am not against it. But where I am against it, using the public fund for it is where that is where the sin is. That is where the offense is. Somebody go as a leader. Because of you are so handsome. Because of projects you are championing. So automatically that money was not given to you. That money is given to the project, which is Biafra. Except those who are pretending, who want to be I am not born to be eye service person. I don't look people's face. If you do what is right, I praise you. If you do what is wrong, a demolition game. This has been my character. Ime nke manamma man potato to Charles Soludo visited Secretariat unannounced and only to walk in there. All the head departments in Oka, they are not at work. The people who were at work is only secretaries and the laborers. That's to tell you how African leaders are very stupid and evil. Does that thing visit make any sense? It didn't make any sense. Where it could have made sense is that he visited office where there is head of department of that office. They were not on duty on a working hour. They did not appear. They were not there. Then who is that secretary standing in that office? So that secretary is not human being to be made head. If it is white people, they will appoint that lady as the head of that department. If they enter another department office, they didn't find the person that is heading it is absent. He have the Soludo supposed to appoint those ones he made there as head. Don't sack those ones. Don't sack them. Don't sack them. Make those ones you meet. If it is my secretary, make my secretary automatically my boss. Then you will now order me now to work under that my secretary. That is how to do it. Nobody should be sacked. Those you meet there, you make them the head. Those heads now will now become under them. That is punishment for discipline. Oh, but onye ahụ na-azazi ya sama, ya mazawazi ya sama. But while African leader, they don't have the charisma for leadership. That is the way Africa, especially Nigeria, that's why Nigeria is down. When I saw somebody show me that video, I said, what is desertion? Desertion should be those ones he make them the head. Then those ones he make head, we is accept, he make them work under those ones. That's how to handle this issue. If it is me, that's what I will do as a governor. Madam, you are the secretary to this. Oh, get me your CV and every other document that is necessary. Come to office and sign. You are the head of this department from now, this moment, till my administration finish. You will head them. When they come, they should come and meet me. Then you will employ them. You will be the one to tell them the position where they are going to work under you. Somebody sent message. He said, please, Lionman, help me pass the message. Okay. No, Gabriela, nobody in DOS is working out. They are not walking away. Yes, that stage has passed. The stage of walking away has passed. They know what is involved. And they know that they don't have to disappoint Biafrans. Yeah, including me. If I could have walked away, but I know that if I do so, I have disappointed Biafrans. I didn't disappoint Mazi, I didn't disappoint anybody who offended me, which means I disappoint my generation. That's what I have been asking people. Stick on the mission. This mission is to restore Biafra. No, you are not here to serve the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are here to serve the people of Biafra. So even though Mazi Nnamdi Kanu offended you or offended Ipob, that shouldn't be an excuse for you. For those people who are saying, go and form your own. Ipob is belong to Biafrans. That is our identity, indigenous people of Biafra. So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like, he can go and now form a business name. Ipob, he initiated, is our identity. And our identity belongs to us. It didn't belong to him. So those ones who always attack me and say, go and form your own. No. I am standing on the platform of my identity. Indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, including governors. Governors are included in Ipob. Senators are included in Ipob. House of Rep members are included in Ipob. Obi Kubana, chief priests, all of them, they are Ipob. They can't deny it. That is our original identity. So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to establish business or he want to establish organization, he want to control the way he want it, he can go and look for another name and form it and start. I strongly believe many people will follow him. And that time he can do whatever he want with that one. But IPOB belongs to Biafra. It belongs to governors. It belongs to senators. It belongs to police officers of Biafrans extraction. It belongs to army officers from Biafra land. Nobody owns it. That is why we urge the leadership to turn it into institution. And that institution have come to stay. I can't be here forever. Only there's no freedom for 40 years, Zotel. Only there's no freedom for 30 years, Zotel. Because you know why there's Zotel? Because it was championed under institution. Look at what the DOS have achieved. See, a few years, without money, with a limited amount. We must underline this, with a limited amount. Okay, now let me tell you why it is limited amount. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside, IPOB members of Brazil, I'm talking about the one I know, IPOB members in Brazil, we are more than 100 and something. Okay, 100 and something, 50 reais monthly dues. Calculate it into 100 and something. But today, we are up to 15. From 100 and something to 15. You know, our people, eye service. That's why I tell you, many come into this struggle just because of how Mazi Nnamdi kind of face he look like. How he talk, they enjoy his talk. They enjoy his stature, they enjoy his handsomeness. That's why they come. Likewise, how some people go to church because of pastor. And those who went to church because of pastor, anytime the pastor disappoints them, they walk away from the church. But there are people who go to church, they say they want to go and serve God. Whatever pastor do doesn't concern them. They remain in the church. That's what happened in IPU. We came for Biafra restoration. So whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his brother have done doesn't concern me. Likewise, the remaining one that remain in IPU. So if you ever call 50 reais into 15, are you going to use it to compare when we are 100 and something? That's the limited form we are talking about. But today, IPOB has their own house in Italy under that limited form. IPOB have their own house in Spain under the limited form. IPOB has their office today in Germany under the limited form. So what are we talking about? That's to tell you the mess. These people messed up IPOB. If this thing can be achieved with limited fund, underline that language, limited, anything, just out of nothing, this thing could have achieved. Imagine that time things was flowing. What could have been achieved? Yeah, some go to church because of music. You are right, my brother. So when the music is not played, they will go away from the church. Yeah, South Africa and Russia. So what are we talking about? We have official offices where government of the country today can go and knock and say, oh, this is address. Okay, where are you going? I want to go and discuss with these people of IPOB. Not like before. No address, nothing. Apotala radio, akuoku, make a noise. Obula. Apotala radio, akuoku, make a noise. Media warrior, Mandela or mama, ya papa. Give him IPOB treatment. Give her IPOB treatment. I they give you IPOB treatment. They create unnecessary enmity here and here. Today, when you got put today, when you politician got put today, say like IPOB as sequel. He knows now, but to hold the politicians accountable. Oga, he want to go for Senate. Where is your work? Can him achieve since over 9 years you have been there? Can him achieve since over 12 years? Go see Anya. He goes even 1 year, and I want them mad. Hey, you see this person, don't vote them when the election come. Look at Hegel at 2027. No, IPOB is not in, because we believe in democracy. As Biafra agitation is ongoing, let them, everybody go and get your PVC. Hold on. When time comes, are you representing your family or you are representing the people of Eastern region? Yes. Okay, look at what we want. Are you ready to go that place and discuss about exit of people of Eastern region, which is Biafra? No, you are not going to do it. You don't have the courage to do. Okay, Oga, pack this corner. You are representing the people. What the people want is what you will do. That is what is called representatives. You see, come 2027, whoever that is going to Abuja is the original representative of the people of the Eastern region. Go there and demand for international airport for the whole state in Biafra land. Seaport. Embassies. If anybody from Abba Abia State want to travel to Canada, Canadian consulate supposed to be in Abia State, where he will go for his interview. You don't need to go to Lagos. If anybody is traveling to Australia consulate, if you are from Anambra, you will have consulate. They may have their embassy in Abuja, but there's something they call consulate, a branch. Every country must have their in every state. Australia will have it in Anambra, they will have it in Enugu, they will have it in Ebonyi, they will have it in Abia, they will have it in Imo State, they will have it in Abia, River State, they will have it in Bayelsa, they will have it in Akwa Ibom. That is how it's done. Data. Any embassy get work. If from Delta you go to the American consulate in Delta State and go for your interview. If you pass the interview, they issue you visa from there. You from Delta, you want to fly, you want to go to America, you fly from Delta State. If you want to come, you land in your father's state. That is how it is done in abroad. This is abroad that have limited resources. We have abundant resources. So international airport will circulate all the whole state in Biafra land. IAG mission, IAG program. IAG program. And any politician I know when you funane or a northern la here about the campaign, I said no. You are representing the people of Anambra. People of Anambra are supposed to be the one to stand by you, not somebody from north. The northern should go there and campaign for themselves, for their own people to let them in. Whatever they want, if they want Sharia in their north, let them use Sharia and campaign. Those who want Sharia will vote them. That's how we are going to lecture our politicians the real politics of development, not Washoko politics they are playing. Not Washoko politics. We are going to tell them how things are done right. And today, what we are doing in IPOB in regards of Mazi and Kanu's issue is sending a very strong message to the international community. If you don't know, I really receive a call to the international community. So if we can confront the corruption in our leader, who is saved from these people's hand? Nobody is saved. Today, even some Igbo politicians today are now having confidence in IPOB. So if these people can confront their leader, if they can detect corruption and confront their leader, family and their leader, who are you that these people will not confront? You don't know what IPOB is doing now. What we are doing is what will lead us to facilitate our freedom, because this is the sign that you are ready for freedom. This is the sign of accountability. You are ready for freedom. So these men and women will be a good leaders that will restore Africa to the normal human being, because animals have been in charge of power. Do you know what it means? Somebody come out and say this organization fund is strictly for Nnyanya. And everybody about it. Because he could have always sabo. Is that the word I'm watching? Oh, one of some call we received last week. So these people are watching us. We don't even know. Corruption is corruption. Anywhere corruption is found. Mandela said, "No happening up when they come out, we ask him, how do we know it's true?" So are we talking based on assumption, or we are talking based on the evidence? So somebody like me will be coming on air, we're talking out of assumption. Each man of gang. Kuwa nonsense. Well, I blame one. I don't blame them. I have balance of freedom now. Onyabula was made. We are all made together. Was only more career. Election doesn't count, not now. They understand what I would understand. Election doesn't count. Not when the election is monitored. Who told you? Not when the program is following bomber to bomber and monitor. Don't worry. That's the next program we are going to start. Media warders. You know, if not, by now we should have been lecturing our people what is called electoral procurement for a better society. But if I hand the hey, what is it? When the master not the kind of lawyer high with propaganda, like a distraction. I hand losing her first. I hand her, and you keep her belong. Then we now start the rejoining. Na ekwesịrị happy. No. Onye na-achị hapụ. Ya nwa onwe ya na-agba mbọ ka o destroy innocent people. Gị nwa sị ka happy ya. Isi ọdịkwa gị mma. Onye chọọ udo enye ya udo. Onye chọọ tigbo ozogbo enye ya tigbo ozogbo. That is what the world requires. If he desire peace and they exercise peace, I am not a lover of anybody. I don't love. Do you know my wife? My wife told me. He said, "You don't love." But you do all you do with consideration. I look at her, I say you're a woman of vision. Yes, I don't love. I do all I do with respect, not love. I don't love. I won't deny it. I don't love. If you have the quality I need, I stick with you. I respect you. And I will secure that respect. Anytime you do otherwise, akwangaka, papo. No, I don't have time. What is love? Gana or love? I don't have that time. I don't have that time. Let me send this person message. Oh, please, I will call you a few minutes from now, okay? I'm a program. I will call you. So this is it. So what we are talking about here is have sense. Know that what you are fighting is for your freedom. Your freedom should be above every other individual. Because that is where your destiny lies. Your freedom. So let me go into this agricultural something and explain why the importance of agriculture. You see, food sufficiency is the key for every society. The way the economy of the world is driving, any nation that can never produce food that will serve them, satisfy them, is gone. See this thing now that Ipob is preaching agriculture, agriculture. We know the secret of agriculture. That's why we say every of our people should go back to farm. And for those of us who are in abroad, you have chance, you are capable of financing people you know within your family relatives. Do it. Do it. The most richest people in abroad are farmers. But I don't know why in Nigeria. The most richest, do you know somebody that produce something that population consume? You make more money than the person who sell clothes. If I buy this clothes, I may use this clothes for 5 good years. Like here, that is no dust. This clothes I'm wearing now, for example now, this clothes I'm wearing, I bought this clothes 2018. 2018 till now, this clothes is still new. This clothes is still new. How many years? 2018. That's roughly 80 years, I think. After this year now, it's roughly 8 years. But the food I ate 2018, I still in my stomach. No. I've been eating food, eating. If you calculate what my stomach have consumed and what the money that these clothes have consumed, that I spent on this clothes, if I don't know, they are not made. Which what my stomach have consumed can even build house. But the money I use buy these clothes can never build house. Do you see where farmers make more money? So why is our people, everybody want to live in the town? Already Nigeria, work hard in Nigeria. Why can't you use agricultural product and create job for yourself and make hell of money? And make hell of money. And this is why what our pastor should be helping the congregation to be preaching. Forget how the miracle money does not exist in anywhere. It is your service that you render, that you give to the society that bring you money. They should leave all this flattering word they are using on the altar. God will do this. God, no, let them. Oga, this farming season, go to farm. If they open their church on Monday morning, leave them go to farm. If they open it on Sunday morning, you go to church on Sunday. Take that day, the rest, and go to church. If they put their program on Tuesday, forget them. Go to your farm. Produce potato. Produce yam. Produce cassava. Let there be food, surplus of food to nourish your body. What concern poverty, concern nourishment of skin? Because there is something you are lacking. You don't, na money you don't get, na food you don't get. You don't get money, you don't get food. In abroad, you see somebody shining. That person doesn't want 1,000 naira Nigeria money. I am not saying. Yeah, I'm not going to go to Gonyo's. It's a whole shining. If I could value of 1,000 Nigeria money, but if we are here, glitter because all are that fruit, all the because eating food there. Ego le kale one fowl in Nigeria. Ego kunu na azo ka he kam je go na. Ego le kunu na azo for okoko in Nigeria. Ofu okoko. Maybe you shop they want to cook fowl. How much is fowl in Nigeria? I had is 35,000, 40,000. I had so amamo wezoku. Is it true those that are living there? Is it true? One fowl is 35,000, 40, 45. Is it true? I want to know through the comment section because there's something I want to say in regards of that thing. Is it true? Can somebody confirm the price of fowl? Please, I want to know. 25k. Is it or say 20 guinea? 25k to 25 kilo. 15k to 25k. Okay, let us say 15k and 25k. Let us stick it at that. Now, in this country, I want to do the conversion of money now. A kilo of big fowl here, they call it galea. A very big one, matured one. A kilo here is 9 reais or 8 reais, depend where you go. With 30 reais, you buy very big fowl. Convert that 30 reais. That 30 reais is because 100 here is 27,000 naira. Nigeria money. 100 reais. 27,000. So divide that 27,000 into 3. You see how that even fowl, big fowl is more cheaper here. Because it's 30 reais. That's why I say let us 30 reais. Let us say 30. That's 90. I can change so definitely Unuji unu ji ego meji grow 3 big fowl here, unu ji grow 1. Do you see now? Because lack of agricultural product is the reason why the high price of agricultural product. That's why I said, unu rigodo nke wiri ka ahụ dị unu mma. Obodo oyibo unu ahụ ndị ịkwa ahụ na-ese foto. Onwekwa 1 naira ha ji o. Ha amacha mma na foto. Ọkwa iri ha riri ọnụ because they really cheap. And the government of the country, they went government restaurant for the poor. Government restaurant, very standard restaurant. All are like a KFC in Nigeria or Tantalizer. Government restaurant. And then what time? They just serve when there. What time they close here? In the morning, you will coins. 1 real. 1 real is 1 real is 1 real is let's come for about 300 naira. 300 naira. You will you get take care breakfast. In the afternoon, you will grab the same 1 real. Get require lunch. In the evening, you will grab the same 1 real. Get your dinner. So you are not lacking food. You are not hungry, but you don't have money. Ije hospital ga for free. Everything for free. Anything hospital is for free. This is why you see everybody must not be a millionaire. Everybody must not be a billionaire. So there is no reason for too much speed in life. As far as there is functional government, that's why you see everybody shining in abroad. Oh, when they pay 5,000 naira Nigeria money. Forget it, anyone when a privilege to have to our pocket that. But we know the reality. Everybody must not be multi-millionaire, multi-rich. No. Oh, yeah, fight for Biafra. When Biafra come, we bring in what we have learned from abroad. Make people comfortable first. They just reach where go. Oh, when they will had the comfortable, how did you go for her second and that you go to Borrego? On abroad, has and that you go to Borrego, had the lady. Where did you go have for her? Actually, Aqua. Ye, la government churches, me bazaar. If this cloth, if you can buy this cloth in the market for 10 reais, in a bazaar, you do a bazaar, a cherry cloth to a 5 or 4, 10 reais. See the difference? Government functioning. Away from big men, they want a company, they want like anyone you want a business, every month. Government benefit, social benefit. Social benefit of this country is around 750 reais. Is how much each month people are collecting. Our people are collecting. Yorubas are collecting it too. Igbos are collecting it too. Edo State people are collecting it too. The Ghanaians who live in this country are collecting it. Togos who live in this country are collecting it. Senegalese who live in this country are collecting it. Away from anyone who are paying tax. Automatically fall into your account. Bam! You don't need to go and queue. If date to receive your own is 18, if you go there, use your ATM card, go and withdraw the money. And go and use your money. If your date is 15th, before you go there, before that 15th evening, your money is there. It will first of all appear in your phone. Your money have fallen into your account. Social benefit. That's 750. 1,000 is 270,000. So 750. Here we are now roughly almost 200,000. 200. Government are giving to their citizens, and the people who live here benefit it. Is equal right. Are they Megale Brazil, Libonye Africa? No, is your equal right. The same amount the citizens receive, the same amount you are receiving. Since I am in this country, I never received that money. Because as I was coming, I came with money. I put the money in account. So that denies me the opportunity to receive that money. You see the difference now? That denies me opportunity to receive that money. Because the money is for poor people. Are you seeing it now? So this is why we are fighting for Biafra. Not any other thing. We have abundance in resources. Like I said, no policeman in Nigeria, no police officer or army officer in Nigeria that his salary is supposed to be less than 2 million naira. At least a junior officer in army and police in Nigeria their salary is supposed to anchor that 2 to 3 million naira. Are they the senior officers? This is what we are talking about. Authoritative. That's what they are killing Africa. This is what we are fighting in Ipob. Imagine if Mazi Nnamdi can have continued that way he have been operating Ipob. Authoritative, order. Without consultation, without inner consultation before coming out to do it. Another havoc. Yes, because look at whom nearly me. Another havoc of Africa again. I am not just one Africa. I thought I got just one is Africa on that course. But I want that kind of course here. Due to our brain is not functioning well. Look at the teachings, late. Oh, work and many people now put as the who's here. Whenever I said, Lionman, I'm sorry. Imboss made you Lionman, I'm sorry. But me had to commit lega too far. As Adam got too far, one not told you. When you may have as one, when you may have as a clover, when you may have as Allah. I am here to say things the way it is. Can we make correction? Can we lay here a good foundation? Can we a good foundation? Our foundation can lay here. Ipob is the foundation of Biafra. I mess here up the foundation. Okota Koga said Dregabao. Metusela, are you hearing me? Paul Achebe, are you hearing me? Canada. I hope you people you are in Canada, enjoying Canada. Okota Amerina can the Canada lay the foundation. Lay it off ma. Obuka he leme ada Canada. Obuka hypocrisy leme. Because all hypocrisy make Canada delay the foundation, you will not be able to go there. That place could have been rotten the way Nigeria is. Methuselah, in a Nostra. All this way now is a behave. You know evil because of what you want, because of selfish interest. You are siding the evil. Thank God like a meeting. You receive the shock of your life. Lord evil my hand that Simon over to him. You hear it from the source's mouth. Oku ekwesịghị okwukwu. Mgbe anyị na-agbaghị ya ikwetere. Ị na-asọrọ propaganda. Ọ ka mma otu a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu batara meeting unu ahụ were ọnụ ya gba unu. Lee ya makwa law set up. Ka eji Simon mere. Ajụwazi ka isi mata asụ law wụ devil my kpọnyere Simon. Mamịrị achọghị ịba Methuselah I receive a shock of his life. But in my na-ekwu na strong propaganda. Ịma na anyị sị na ihe anyị ji secret anyị ji na anyị ga-ahapụ ya ha were aka ha megide dọpụta onwe ha n'iro. N'ọbụ ha were aka ha dọpụta onwe ha n'iro. Onye ọbụla amatazie ihe a na-ezo ezo since. Okwu okwesịrị okwukwu metụ nwanne m ezigbo ọyị m. Ịma alaikiri gị metụ. Agwa ọjọọ ohe m alaikiri. Okwu okwesịrị okwukwu. Okwu ekwesịrị okwukwu. Ihe gbasiri isi bụ Chineke. So Lionman had been right. So Lionman had been right. Why I'm saying what I'm saying the truth? Because I am enjoying abroad because the system does not permit hiding somebody's sin. You will see the same people praising the politicians. Anytime the politicians, they detect that politicians thief only $1,000, they will descend on that the same politician. The same people praising will descend on him. Before you know it, they send him to jail. For others to learn. And you people want us to bring Biafra at the same pattern of Nigeria. Oga work now. Keep on high level for. How come man only in Nigeria now? Trump will say in Somalia they are moving people moving around killing themselves. Come on, I know about Bushigo one now. Trump will run no job. All Africans moving around killing themselves. Because we don't have brain. And that's why we're moving around clean ourselves. But Trump you know say okay a lot of parents in Africa look at the right. Because ndere amaghi ihe legbu onwe ha. Owa amaghi ihe a lebuta mmadụ igbushi ebudo gbuo onwe ha. Because onye me ihe does not take life of another. When you have sense, you don't have time to take life of another. Because that thing that you could have resolved into violence can be handled amicably. With your brain, you'll be able to handle them in a peaceful manner. It's lack of that brain that African doesn't have that always lead us into violence. I told somebody, I said, there is no issue that I cannot handle. Do you know how many issues I have handled here? I told you one testimony about what I have taught the people here. I wanted to open that class to end the marital violence in Brazil, and I will do it. I will open the institution for that. Ending the marital violence. Because every issue is handleable in this world. Only what you need to do, teach people how to do it. Because in this country, when a woman say, I no do again, or the man say, I no do again, one person must die. One person must die. But I have been able to save no less than 30 people. Oh, Oga, come. You don't need to kill this woman for saying she's not doing it again, for filing for divorce. Allow her to go and find her choice. Now, you come. Do you know what you will do? Go and look for more prettier woman that is more pretty than her. Replace her. So that when she jam you on the road with that one, she will be so jealous that you look for somebody who is more beautiful than her. That end the case. And that's why they respect me in my working place. If you see how they respect me, because they will tell you the Lionman, this person have too much wisdom. I have saved many lives. It is lack of brain that lead to death, that always lead to violence. That will. Let me tell you. I talk about it. If my wife tomorrow, maybe I caught her with a man. If I don't want to continue with her, I don't even need to look that man and say I want to even have a changing of water, talk less of fight at the crease. Do you know what I told my wife? I told, if we go to occasion and somebody do you see or somebody caught you eye, you come and tell me. I will quarrel with you. If somebody do you see or do you, that is not my business. The person admire you. That is why he look at you. Because you are fine. That's why the person admire you and look at you. It is your life to respect yourself. Honor yourself before your husband. It's a rest not to mess yourself up. Because if you mess yourself up, if I discover, I leave you. No quarrel. I leave you. Go and look for another pretty woman that is more prettier than you. Life is all about understanding. Peace. Give yourself peace. That's what we're doing in IPOB. We don't spell anybody. We don't spell anybody. So if Mazi Kanu is doing it wrong, thinking that he had the monopoly that we are going to spare him, I think he have made the wrong people. Because he should know that IPOB power force is for those that lives in abroad. That's people who is championing IPOB. And what we learn in abroad is what we are going to practice in IPOB. Zero tolerance of nonsense, no matter where it's coming from. Obolo Mazi Kanu wetraya anya piawa yazu. Obolo munne wetraya anya piawa yazu. Obolo Mazi Chikedoziem butra de corruption anya piawa yazu. Anya piawa yazu ti yo nyozo dia. We spare nobody. Nobody who is living in abroad here that reduce himself into a hero worshipper, God will punish that person. Because in abroad, hero worshipper is not allowed. And that's why their place is very good for everybody to live. So if you are doing it here, that means you are a deliberately practicing evil against nature, which God will punish you. So you want me now to be siding Mazi Kanu when I know that you have already done it wrong? You want me to be siding him, pretending the same thing that destroyed Nigeria is what you want me to be siding? No, it can't happen. It no go happen. It can never happen. Then Nnamdi then grandma, I will go and that time Bebo Assemblies of God Church in Bebo. But Ihojo. ihe ọjọọ. I'm not going to go to church now. I put them that time very small. Ihe ọjọọ. Ihe ọjọọ. Actually, from case I go, I say, oh, case I go see, I go the intro, all those kind of back it up. Onye na-akwa iko, ịmakwalile eme ihe ọjọọ. Onye na-egbu mmadụ, ịmakwalile eme ihe ọjọọ. Ka ala gị onye na-ezu oshi, ma niile eme ihe ọjọọ, ihe ọjọọ. Ala agụ dị egwu. Mgbe aka bụ ịga chọọchị. Egwu agụrụ agụla chọọchị, preach them in the church. Ịpụta na chọọchị ahụ ajụọ oyi. I was saying now, Holy Spirit anọzi na church in Nigeria. That time, ịga church, Assemblies of God church, ịpụta, o nwere ihe ọjọọ imere that the last night. Ịpụta ahụ ajụọ oyi, ọ dịka ọwụgụ nwa ka a na-agba okwu a. Ahụ ajụọ oyi. Ọ dịka ọgụ nwa ka ahụ that day mee preaching. Awugbu ahụ pụta pastor pụta every mic. Esusu ha dị akadị ma agọtadị. Receiving agwụla. Ndị kidnapper pụta. Amen. Ndị kidnapper amali elu na church. Amen. Ha ji ije kidnap. When I say that it is Nigeria government and the banking system that encourages kidnapping in Nigeria, thank God. One of the northerners who is government official have said it. Somebody come and say, like, man, how do you know all this? I said, no kidnapping system function very well in any country without government involvement. Without government involvement, it can never work. Do you see what that man said? He said the bankers are the people facilitating this kidnapping business. Which people did I told you? I said bankers, government officials, and pastors. They are the reason for kidnapping in Nigeria now. They are involved. Without their involvement, nothing. Those boys who go to can't succeed. Ibutra mmadụ ego mmadụ bunye ọ dị chalago easy. Ejide mmadụ ewere ego bunye pọtụ onye ọ dị chago easy. Ngwanụ ga ọ dị easy ga-eme ya na. Nke Simon group ha mere. Ọkwa Nigeria ambassador to Finland na-ebuje ego ahụ bujere Simon. Ọkwa ya ma leburu the money bujere na Finland. Who is that? Is it not government involvement? Because they wanted him to destroy our land. Immediately, Ipob made arrest. The group has succeeded again. None of them succeeded in moving one. All their kidnappers, they killed them and they released them. Because they could not achieve that collecting of that money. They collect money. Police chiefs are involved, army chiefs are involved, governors are involved, senators are involved, high rank officers are involved, bankers, senior bankers officers are involved. Without their involvement, nobody will collect shishi from anybody. Yeah, Mazi Jonathan will come back. I will come back out of anger. When his anger go down, he will come back. Leadership know what to do. They will talk to him, not me. They provoke Mazi Jonathan. Mazi Jonathan. They provoke you badly. They are master of provocation. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Numunia, how much they provoke mad? Ha! They are mutara that na how school hagara. They are my case provoke. Apia ya like this Araba. Apia ya this he lose control. It is well. great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, these broadcasts have come to an end. Please always try to join the Biafra regional affair every Sunday, which I think it kick off by I think 5 p.m. every Sunday. 5 p.m. every Sunday. This man say abandon comrade at the front battle. Battlefront. Imakwashi hashi deronya. Wa ga ewiwe. Imakwashi hashi deronya. Okay, when you went now, open man go. He's a human being, I beg. They will record